Hello dears, welcome to English classes at Radhika. While watching some Hindi movies as well as English movies, we will feel that why these female characters are dressed like this? The answer is understood. It's surely or purely for the male audience. They are very much interested in such dressing styles of females to gaze. This scenario or this theory is known as male gaze theory, which is popularized by the famous film theoretician Laura Mulvey. Let's analyze what's meant by male gaze and how it is applicable to films. See the biography of Laura Mulvey at first. She was born on 15th August 1941. She was a very famous British feminist theorist and filmmaker. She was educated at St. Hilda's College, Oxford. She is currently working as a professor of film and media studies at Birkbeck University of London. Mulvey has been awarded 3 honorary degrees. In 2006, she was awarded a Doctor of Letters from the University of East Anglia. In 2009, she has been awarded a Doctor of Law from Concordia University, and in 2012 she has been awarded a Bloomsday Doctor of Literature from the University College Dublin. These are the background knowledge that we had about Laura Mulvey. Let's analyze what's meant by male gaze. Nowadays, male gaze has its own importance in the film theory. The term male gaze was first coined by John Berger in his essay Ways of Seeing. But as we know, the term male gaze was very much popularized by the female film theoretician Laura Mulvey in her essay Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema, which was published during the year 1975. We know that nowadays male gaze is very important and it has gone beyond the academia or into the social groups or into the lowest rung of the society, as people are always discussing on this male gaze, and they are not at all aware that this is a theory in film studies, but they are talking about these kinds of male gaze which is happening in films now. As we said, Laura Mulvey is best known for her essay Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema, which was published in the year 1975. This cinema embedded a term that is male gaze in it, which has become very controversial after the publication of Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema. She wants to define male gaze in terms of Freud and Lacan's concepts of psychoanalysis or as a political weapon. She analyzed some of the classical Hollywood cinema, which has inevitably produced male gaze in it, because all of them were very masculine in their subject position or very patriarchal in their thematic structure. All the heroes are very powerful and masculine, and female figures like heroines are being projected as only as an object to satisfy the male gaze. Laura Mulvey redefines this male gaze in terms of scopophilia. It's a term which was introduced by the famous psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud in his 3 essays on theory of sexuality. It means the pleasure gained from looking as well as to the pleasure gained from being looked at. Laura Mulvey is saying that in most of the films, male characters are very active and powerful. They are endowed with enthusiasm, and they are the heroes or real heroes, or they are superhumans sometimes. But what's the case of female characters in films? In most of the films, they are very passive and powerless. They are objectified to the male pleasure. They are almost placed in exhibitionist role. They are exhibiting their body before others for pleasure, not a single relevance for their identity or their character. Maybe it is perpetuated or it is projected or it is a reflection of the male-centered patriarchal society. Mulvey also explores Jacques Lacan's concept of ego formation and the mirror stage while explaining this male gaze theory. We know, in Lacan's view, children gain pleasure through the identification with perfect image reflected in the mirror, which shapes children's ego ideal. In that particular way, while watching a perfect figure in the screen, people will always creating a kind of unconscious ego in them, and this will create ultimate pleasure afterwards. So this is the essence of male gaze theory. Hope you have understood this video on male gaze because it's a very simple and very relevant topic. Even now, even in this 21st century and in this post-feminist period, women are objectified in films. They are presented as only shadows of the males or the heroes. So if you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, thank you. We have to wind up. Okay, thank you once again. Bye bye.